Hello everyone! Boat ramps are back in session, where confidence lines up perfectly and exits underwater. What starts as a simple launch quickly turns into spinning tires, bad angles, and gravity taking control. Trucks test buoyancy, plans unravel, and every second proves how fast things can go sideways. Keep your eyes open. The ramp is ready to claim another one. This launch goes wrong before it even starts. The trailer stops short, the bow strap comes off too early, and the safety chain never gets a second thought. Gravity does the rest. Instead of sliding smoothly into the water, the boat drops straight onto dry concrete and stays there. No splash, no float, just fiberglass meeting reality. Now the boat's launched, technically, just not where it belongs. A simple checklist, 1 extra second of patience, and this entire moment never happens. Engine's dead, current's moving, and the backup plan is pure effort. With no power and no paddle in sight, this crew turns a deck broom into a propulsion system. When the storm rolled in, most boats looked for cover. This one found perfect nap conditions. Rain tapping, water dripping, bridge blocking the wind. Instant white noise. The boat leans, the seat flexes, and the nap goes undefeated. Some trips are about fishing. This one was about the best sleep on the water. This is why you never leave the helm with the engine running. One missed shift, too much throttle, and suddenly the dock's in the crosshairs. All gas, no brakes, and a hard lesson delivered head-on. That's one way to pull a boat out. Just point it forward and hope for the best. Instead of easing up the ramp, this turns into a full-throttle tug-of-war between tires and gravity. Wheels spin, traction disappears, and confidence stays pinned to the floor. A little air in the tires, a little patience, and this would have been easy. But brute force is the plan today. Sometimes the boat comes out. Sometimes the lesson does first. Many things went wrong here, and it shows. The engine's still running, still in gear, and absolutely begging for mercy. What should have been a simple maneuver turns into mechanical abuse. When you bolt 150 horsepower onto a 15-foot boat, physics starts taking notes. The throttle goes down, the stern goes lower, and the water finds its way inside like it was invited. Power isn't the problem, balance is. And this ride didn't need more speed. It needed a plug. What is he doing? Launching a boat or firing up the grill? Miami ramp chaos as the engine smokes, temp climbs. A little too much confidence and not enough reverse. The boat climbs the rocks, parks itself, and refuses to move. Unsinkable hull, solid boat. Very questionable decision-making. Trailer too deep, axle hanging on for dear life, and the outboard's running dry with no water in sight. Boat won't line up, engine's cooking, and nobody seems in charge. Boat ramps already demand balance, timing, and a little patience. And this guy showed up with none of those. 1 step forward, 2 steps sideways, and suddenly gravity starts doing the steering. Instead of helping the boat, he becomes the main attraction, wobbling like the dock is moving under him. Every grab misses, every step slips, and somehow the water looks closer with each second. By the time he realizes land isn't cooperating, it's already too late. Splash incoming. Just because you can buy a boat doesn't mean you know how tall it is. This captain lined it up, ignored every warning sign, and kept going until it sounded very expensive. Radar gone, pride damaged, and somehow nobody on board thought to say, "Hey, maybe stop." They say experience matters, because money clearly didn't come with instructions. Grandpa's first docking attempt, and 0 brakes. A little too much throttle, 1 solid commitment, and the seawall wins. The ramp decided it was keeping the trailer today. 1 missing latch, no safety chains, and gravity takes over. The trailer pops free, the boat starts drifting, and panic replaces planning real fast. What should have taken 20 extra seconds to secure turns into a full-on recovery mission. Boat ramps don't warn you, they just collect mistakes. Loading a boat is supposed to be slow, smooth, and controlled, but this captain skipped all 3, coming in hot, trimmed wrong, and trusting momentum instead of skill. 1 bad approach turns a simple trailer job into a full send toward concrete. Boats don't need speed at the ramp, they need patience. Miss that, and the dock becomes the target instead of the trailer. It starts like any normal launch at the local ramp. Calm water, slow backing, nothing out of the ordinary. Then gravity clocks in for work. 1 slippery ramp, 1 missed moment, and the truck keeps rolling like it's got somewhere better to be. Suddenly, Ford Tough turns into Ford Submarine. The boat does exactly what boats are supposed to do. It floats. The truck does the opposite and sinks with confidence. No injuries, no chaos. Just a quiet, expensive lesson that boat ramps don't forgive mistakes and water always wins. Docking a boat should be simple. Ease in, step off, tie up, done. But this captain had other plans. 1 confident step toward the dock, a tiny moment of hesitation. And then the gear goes the wrong way. Instead of pulling alongside, he backs up, and gravity clocks in for its shift. Suddenly, it's man overboard, hat still on, rope still in hand, dignity already gone. The captain's laughing, the water looks very marina-flavored, and our guy commits to the swim like a professional. He doesn't panic, doesn't fight it, just swims all the way to knee-deep water before finally standing up. At first glance, it looks like a ghost ship cruising through the marina. No windows, no driver in sight, just a boat moving on pure confidence. Covers still on, visibility optional, and instruments doing all the thinking. Whether this is stealth mode or blind pilotage, it's a bold strategy. When you trust radar more than eyesight, let's just hope the technology knows the way. Wrong place, wrong speed, and 0 straps holding things together. Instead of reaching the ramp, the boat decides to launch itself early, straight onto concrete. 1 misjudgment turns a normal tow into instant chaos. Miami ramp, brand new Denali, and way too much confidence. The boat's halfway launched when the truck keeps going like it's aiming for a full rinse cycle. Water climbs fast, electronics panic, and that luxury interior gets an unexpected deep clean. Boat's not secured, confidence is high, and one step too far ends it all. He slips, drops straight into the ramp, jacket and shades still on. Low bridge, high tide, and a boat that doesn't quite fit. Instead of waiting it out or folding the T-top, the crew commits and hopes for the best. Every inch counts, patience runs out, and someone's about to learn why clearance signs aren't suggestions. One quick squeeze of the throttle turns a simple dock approach into full chaos. The jet ski surges forward, control disappears, and suddenly, slow and steady is no longer an option. Docking a boat should be smooth and controlled, but this one went straight into panic mode. Instead of easing it in, he bails out barefoot like the dock is on fire. Wet planks, sharp shells, and zero plane turn a simple landing into a risky scramble. Sometimes the smartest move is staying on the boat, not jumping out to fight it. Confidence is important at the boat ramp, but knowing what you're doing helps too. This setup skips the basics entirely, turning a simple launch into a rolling mystery. Chains dragging, trailer wandering, and somehow the hitch never joins the party. Every move makes it worse. Every adjustment adds another scrape. Instead of lining it up, they just keep pulling and hoping physics figures it out. By the time the trailer finally moves where it shouldn't, the damage is already done. It's the perfect reminder that owning the truck and trailer doesn't mean you're ready to use them. This jet ski decided to unload itself before the ride even started. One bad shift of weight, zero balance, and suddenly it's over. The jet ski floats away, the moment sinks fast, and that launch did all the work on its own. This was supposed to be a simple pullout, but somehow it turned into a full action scene. Instead of waiting, he launches himself into the boat like time is running out. One bad move, one hard landing, and suddenly the dash doesn't want to be part of the boat anymore. The truck keeps rolling, momentum takes over, and everything happens way faster than planned. In the end, nothing was saved, nothing was fixed, and all that effort changed absolutely nothing. Boat ramps don't care what you're driving. Shallow ramp, heavy boat, and just enough confidence to make it worse. The truck had the power, the driver had the faith, but the tires had other plans. No drama, no panic. Just a slow reminder that traction beats torque every time. One clean pull attempt, zero movement, and the ramp quietly wins again. Miami boat ramps always deliver, and this one starts with confidence and ends with confusion. He lines it up, turns the wheel, stops, resets, and somehow makes it worse. The trailer zigzags, the truck argues back, and reverse suddenly feels like an advanced skill. Minutes pass, the boat hasn't moved, and the ramp turns into a live tutorial on what not to do. Sometimes it's not the boat, the ramp, or the conditions. It's just ego versus geometry. And at Miami ramps, geometry usually wins. Brand new truck, shiny paint, and a calm ramp, right up until the waterline starts climbing the doors. What was supposed to be a quick launch turns into a full commitment to submarine mode. This isn't a beater either. It's a top-tier pickup, packed with electronics that absolutely hate water. The boat's fine, floating like it planned this all along, while the truck sinks quietly, taking its resale value with it. Sometimes people think toughness beats physics. At the boat ramp, physics wins every single time. Everything looks fine until the trailer disconnects at the worst possible moment. Boat still loaded, ramp on an incline, and the hitch sitting way lower than it should. Instead of rolling away, the trailer digs in and refuses to move. Water's rising, tension's high, and fixing it now means getting wet. Careful moves, teamwork, and a lot of effort just to get it lined back up. One small hookup mistake turns into a full ramp recovery, and a reminder that trailers don't forgive shortcuts. If you're new, and click one of the videos on screen for more chaos. See you at the next one. Goodbye.